there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm going to run you over.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
47. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 47, Mike, 47. Here we go, D, get off the field.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Stop your whining.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
47.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them executed.
It really does, and in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Hey, 91. Check 52.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And his throw here's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Sunday. 91. Hey, switch gears.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's got some space here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Easy, easy, easy.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Joker. Check 13. Sunday. Watch the twist.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Okay, ready? Hiking 18.
Don't get nervous. 57. Mike, 57. I'm coming.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
54. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Ship.
Now it's Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
60 Bison.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Watch 54. Let's go, D. Right there. 54. Right there. 50.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown, Detroit! T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Monday.
To throw, Kaepernick. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On play action, it's Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Swift. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Watch the slant. Check.
60 Eagle.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Check smash. 79 Bronco.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike.
He'll look to throw. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
They've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot.
Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mike, check 33.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
They'll run with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Man, they ain't got nothing.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Mostert. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
Bring it! Bring it! Kill! 47 Mike!
Now, Kaepernick again. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. They'll run with Mostert. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. One more time with Mostert. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Here we go.
Boot Hill, baby. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Tackles.
Hut, go.
54's Mike. Check.
Cougar 19.
One more time with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On second down, Swift. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a carry for Swift. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
60 Maverick.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Mike, check 33. 33.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Shut up. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
51's a Mike. 51's a Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Romeo Okwara. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Kaepernick now to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Once again, it's Swift. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
You don't want none.
third down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll run here with Swift. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
You gonna see me? 19, Tiger, 19.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Riggs, Panther 11, Panther 11.
All right, D. Hey, watch this.
That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
He's scared. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Street, street. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Check, 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 check.
Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some sort of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
Easy.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Let's get it. Easy.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tracy Walker. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Mike, check 33.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
18 Cardinal.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
I'm here all day.
Hurt.
All set. Check the
Cougar 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
Let's go.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 33.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies crawl the way back home.
Hey, check Mike 30.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolf.
Target. Hey, check Mike 33. Pick me up. Here we go.
Here's Swift. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because Every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Now he's forced out right. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can be.
So for Detroit, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.